was 20 years old, and I took a semester out of college to run this short-term lease station, and it turned out to be 5.5 years before the freeway come through, which was the reason it was originally going to be a short-term deal, because the road project was going to put the station out of business, basically abandon it. But it took a lot longer than that to actually happen. So I stuck around for a while and bought the station actually ultimately before we ran out of business. Our hours were 7 to 11, and I would open one week and work till 4 in the afternoon, and then sometimes stick around a little later just to see what was going on. And then the next week I'd trade off with my other full-time guy, and I would come in, I think, at 11 and work till, or it must have been, yeah, I'm not sure exact hours, but I would work, the second shift, which I would get off at 11 p.m. So trying to be fair to my employee, we'd trade off back and forth. And we had some part-time help for the weekends as well. And I've never had kind of an administrative role. I still work in the stores, and I like to get down in the weeds to see what's really going on. But I think it was about after 3 stores, I was no longer scheduled to shift. Yeah. Well, it's certainly gotten a lot more expensive. The first station that we got into, I think my rent was $315 a month. Ultimately bought it for like $50,000, and now to build a convenience store, with they're bigger, the land's more expensive, everything is more expensive. But I mean, you could spend $4 million now on a site, and in the past, it was $40,000. So a lot different scale in terms of the investment required.
What did gas cost back when you were in that first station?
50 cents a gallon is what I recall. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now the tax is more than that per gallon.